Hi, so what we're going to discuss today can happen to anyone, regardless if you're into audio, video. If you have a PC, this can happen to you. And what am I talking about? Losing your data. So for this video, we're going to use a flash drive as an example. There's actually a session that was deleted from the flash drive, and we're going to try to recover it. I know this might be a boring video for some of you guys, but hear me out. This is something that I think everybody should know. So if you did lose any data and you don't feel comfortable doing anything you see in this video, take it to a professional. Okay, so I'm plugging in the USB drive. You probably notice auto run isn't opening. That's nothing to do with the flash drive itself. I have auto run disabled for a lot of reasons. So as you can see, the flash drive is there. If we go into the flash drive, there's going to be files there. The one thing that's missing is a folder called sessions. So now we need to figure out how to recover the data. Something I should mention, I have a write blocker on, meaning there's no way I can modify the data on the flash drive. I don't want to override what I'm trying to recover. If I do that, then I lost the data. So I'm not able to create any folders. I'm not able to modify that data whatsoever. So I'm going to show you two applications that will do exactly the same thing. One is free, one is not. So let's launch the first one. So we're going to go ahead and open an application called Ftk Imager. What this application is going to allow us to do is image the whole entire flash drive. Why would you want to image the drive? You never want to work off the drive itself. Prefer to make an image, work off of the image. So we're going to click File, and we're going to create disk image. We want to select physical drive, next, and drop down window and look for the flash drive. You want to make sure that there's a check on verify image. Now we're going to select add. There's a couple of options here, but we're going to select DD. If you want to fill out all this information, that's up to you, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to select next, set your image destination folder. Just make sure you have enough space for the image. Next, image file name, call it whatever you're going to call it. I'm going to call it interview. Image fragment size, I'm going to set to 0. If you don't set this to 0, it's going to split your image into multiple parts. At the moment, I don't really need that. Select finish and start the process. So the image took some time to create. So now let's check out the image. So I created a text file with very useful information. So let's open that. Let's scroll down. You're going to notice that I have a couple of bad sectors, meaning after I do the recovery, I shouldn't really use this flash drive anymore. So let's check out the file size. So right click, properties, 7.45 gigabytes. That's why it's important that you have a hard drive with enough space to put your image in. So we successfully created an image. Now we need to work off of that image. So in Ftk Imager, go to File, Image Mounting, locate your image, select your image. You want to select mount, and it's automatically going to assign a letter to it. So if you go to computer, it's going to look like you physically have the flash drive plugged in. All your files are there. It's an exact copy. So now that we're done with Ftk Imager, we can minimize that. Now we're going to launch an application called WinHEX. WinHEX is going to give me the capability of analyzing that image file. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are familiar with this application. If you are, then you probably already know that this application isn't free, and depending on the type of license that you need, could be pretty expensive. But don't worry, I'll show you another way to retrieve your data. So we're going to go to Open Disk. Make sure you select your virtual storage device. You may receive a warning message, but that's fine. So all that's left for us to do is press OK. Once you press OK, right here on the top, you can see Partition 1, NTFS. So what you want to do is you want to double click and go in there, and that's all the content to your flash drive. Right away, I see the folder that I'm looking for, Sessions. By the way, that folder is not a hidden folder. It was actually deleted. So let's analyze the data. Let's go into that folder. We should have another folder called interview. Within that folder, we should have our Reaper session. So just because we see the data doesn't mean that it's intact. So now let's extract the data. So I want to right click and you want to go to recover/copy. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to find a location where to save the session. I'm going to save it to the desktop. I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call the folder My Files. Now you want to select that folder. Press OK. Press OK again. Now we're going to start the actual extraction of the data. As you can see, 12 files and 3 directories were successfully copied, 3.8 megabytes. So now I'm going to show you guys how to do this using Ftk Imager. Remember, Ftk Imager is free. Ftk Imager is a fantastic imager, but WinHEX does have some advantages over it. So we're going to add evidence. We're going to go to physical drive. We're going to locate the flash drive. Press finish. Expand. You're going to see partition. You're going to see key. Now we're going to expand the root. That's what we're looking for. Now we're going to see all the content of the drive. So we do see the folder that we need. Ftk Imager puts an X, and it's letting me know that that file has been deleted. All right, so now we're going to double click the sessions folder. interview, all the content should be there. So we're going to need to do the same thing. We're going to need to extract this content. So let's do that. Let's right-click interview, export file, find the folder that we created before, my files, press OK. Okay, we successfully extracted the content. So at this point, you can close Ftk Imager, you can unmount the image. Now we need to open the session. Hopefully everything's intact and nothing's corrupt. So first, we're going to open the files that we extracted with WinHEX. So if you're able to open your session without a problem, then you're good to go. If not, you might have written over that data. So let's open the session file. Let's see what happens. All right, we're going to close this window here and let's play that back. When I was making this video, I had some audio issues, but the audio is there, so the extraction was successful. Now I'm going to open the same exact session. The only difference is I extracted with Ftk Imager. Just like I said before, you guys are not able to hear the audio, but it was successful. I was able to recover all my data. So once you successfully recovered all your data, start backing up everything. That's the key to this. You don't want to go through stuff like this. Back up your stuff. It's very important. If you have cloud storage, use it. If you have multiple external hard drives, use them as well. You can also get some dual layer blanks. I believe they go up to 8 gigabytes. But if you have access to a Blu-ray burner that's 25 gigs and up, might be a little pricey, but it's totally worth it. Like I said in the beginning of this video, if you're not comfortable doing any of this stuff, take it to a professional. If you have physical damage on the drive, leave it alone, take it to a professional. Another tip, if you do delete something accidentally, stop using that drive immediately. Once you overwrite the data, your data's gone. So hopefully you guys got some useful information from this video. I showed you 2 applications that you're able to use to retrieve your data. If you're interested in this topic, let me know. I'll be more than happy to make more videos. There's just so much to talk about when it comes to this type of stuff. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, press that bell for future notifications. This is Ray and I'm out of here. Later, guys.